Hit that subscribe button, guys, for the latest in boxing. I'm the WBC mandatory. I'm one of those guys who's always stays in the gym, stays focused. So when the phone does ring at a moment's notice, I'm ready to rock and roll. We all know the reputation of Deontay Wilder has in calling guys at the last minute and letting them know that they have a fight in 3 weeks or so. So I'm preparing for the worst and staying in shape. It's not necessarily a standby. I've been told the fight is going to happen this summer. There's some negotiations with Eddie Hearn, Al Heyman, Deontay Wilder's group, and all that stuff. It's one of those situations where it's like I haven't been given a concrete date in the month of July, but I've been told I will fight in the summer. When I say summer, I say July, early August. So that is what heavyweight contender Trouble, aka Dominic Breazeale, had to say. He says he's still the WBC mandatory, and even though he knows that Deontay Wilder's team is trying to get a fight with the unified champion AJ, Anthony Joshua, he's still staying in shape because, as, and I quote Dominic Breazeale says, we know how Deontay Wilder is. He has a reputation of calling out guys in the last minute to face him, and this is true. If you look at Deontay Wilder, Wilder has been in many situations where, you know, he's supposed to fight someone and then the guy pulls out and then they bring somebody in to fight and they only have like 3 weeks to prepare for him. Last year, what's his name? When Deontay Wilder was set to face Luis Ortiz. He was set to face Luis Ortiz, and in the last minute they called, you know, what's his name? Breazeale Stavern, and Breazeale Stavern didn't have enough time to prepare for him, right? Earlier last year, Deontay Wilder was gonna fight that Polish dude that his name right now completely Breazeale. I was gonna say escape my mind. Breazeale. He was gonna fight Breazeale. Breazeale tested positive, and they replaced him with Gerard Washington. Gerard Washington had a couple of weeks to fight. When he was gonna set to face Alexander Povetkin in 2016, Alexander Povetkin failed the drug test, and who pops up in the last second? They give what's his name, Chris Arreola, a call. So this is true. A lot of times Deontay Wilder ends up fighting guys in the last second. They end up getting a call. And that's what Dominic Breazeale is saying. He's saying he wouldn't be surprised that if I know right now he's trying to get the fight with AJ, AJ, but something happens and then they end up giving him a call, so he's saying he's going to be in shape. And that's actually a good thing. It's a good thing because although Dominic Breazeale is never in shape, I mean, like he's never in shape. Like you look at him, he always looks pudgy. He has man tits, but I guess what he means is, you know, he's not going to be in the couch. You know, he's not going to be like a couch potato and only have 3 weeks and just prepare for 3 weeks. So he's going to be, he says he's constantly in the gym. So that's good. That's not going to help him defeating Deontay Wilder though. But, you know, I really hope that doesn't happen, man. I really hope that doesn't happen because now that I read this little piece, it makes me think, that, you know, every time Deontay Wilder has a big fucking fight that everyone wants to see, every time it looks like it's going to happen. Every time it looks like it's going to happen. Every time it looks like they're fucking sitting down and they're having a negotiating table and it looks like it's going to fucking happen, something happens and they end up calling the last fucking guy in the last fucking second to replace the guy he was supposed to originally fucking fight. When he was going to fight Alexander Povetkin, he was supposed to fight Alexander Povetkin. He was supposed to fucking fight him. Something happened. What happened? He fights bum ass Chris Arreola. When he was supposed to fight, Luis Ortiz, something happens. He fought fucking bum ass Breazeale Stavern. And right now, once again, we all have our fucking hopes up. We think Wilder's gonna face AJ because it looks like he's being serious, proposing a $50 million deal. And watch, something happens, and he's gonna fucking face Dominic Breazeale. I'm out.